Can you solve all these general knowledge questions? Main body of the UN.
Good thinking. General Assembly is right.
A general agreement is known as.
Nice work. Consensus fits perfectly.
People who work with information.
Smart move. Knowledge workers is accurate answer. Complete the proverb unity in dash. Perfect. Diversity is the one.
Science related to living organisms.
Nice selection. Life science is correct.
Dash refer to the body of knowledge.
Correct. Science is spot on. The constitution of a society is its. Well done. Below is right.
The last Governor General of India was.
Bravo, DC Rajagopalachari is the answer.
The first General Secretary of UNO was.
Sharp thinking. Triglav is right.
First General Conference took place in.
Solid response. 1946.
Which means the same as human resources.
Great thinking. People is right.
The General Assembly elects dash members.
Well picked. 54 is correct.
Which body of the UN is no longer active?
Valid point. Trusteeship Council is true.
How many general climate regions are there?
Strong choice. 5 is right.
Which is not a study under microeconomics.
You chose general employment.
Correct. Which one is not a general concept of TQM?
You're right. Strategy is correct.
When was the General Insurance Council formed?
Great job. 1957 is accurate.
In general, insects have how many pairs of legs?
Clear logic. 3 is sound.
In Jainism, perfect knowledge is referred to as.
Right again. Kaivalya is valid.
Which is the correct general formula for ketones?
Excellent choice. Sinceno is right.
When was general insurance business nationalized?
1973 is solid.
The first Secretary General of United Nations was.
You got it. Dag Hammarskjöld Fitz.
Accumulated knowledge and skills of human beings.
Good job. Human capital works well.
When was the first general election held in India?
Well reasoned. 1952 is correct.
The first general elections in India took place in.
Smart pick. 1952 is correct. One of these is not an element of an expert system. Right choice. Inference base is best.
What year did Einstein complete general relativity?
On track. 1916 is correct.
The dash is the Chief Executive Officer of the ICA.
Excellent. Director General is well reasoned.
The General Assembly President serves the office for.
Exactly. 1 year makes sense.
The office of the General Institute Assembly is in.
Correct response. New York is accurate.
Original facts and figures that businesses generate. Right choice. Data is best. What is the term of United Nations Secretary General?
Great thinking. 5 years is right.
Which of the following best describes human resource?
Nice selection. People is correct. In which year General Bank of India was established? 1786 makes sense. General Insurance Corporation was established in. Correct. 1972 is spot on. The main body of the United Nations organization is the... Well done. General Assembly is right. What is the general formula for saturated hydrocarbons? Nicely done. Since second plus 2 is solid. How many key knowledge points are covered in Chapter 7? Strong choice. 3 is... Who was the first European to designate Aryan as a race? Bravo. Max Muller is the answer. Which was the first general post office opened in India? Perfect. Chennai is the one. In general, insects have how many sections in their body? On track. 3 is correct. Dr. Boutros Ghali, the Secretary General of UNO, belongs to. Excellent. Egypt is well reasoned. The sources of knowledge in Advaita Vedanta are... Excellent choice. 8 steps is right. The Attorney General holds office during the pleasure of the... Great job. President is accurate. Using general principles to analyze specific cases is called... You're right. Deductive reasoning is correct. When was the first general election held in Himachal Pradesh? Well picked. 1952 is correct. In companies' microenvironment, general publics consists of... You chose public image, correct? Secretary General of United Nations Ban Ki-moon belongs to... Sharp thinking. North Korea is right. What is the term of the President of the UN General Assembly? Good job. 1 year works well. The total number of members represented in General Assembly is... Right again, 93 is valid. The dash presides over the General Assembly and Board of ICA. Nice work. President fits perfectly. Who was the first Governor General of the new Indian Dominion? You got it. Lord Mountbatten fits. The general happiness is the end of the state. Who said this? Smart pick. Bentham is correct. Which of the following is not a function of general insurance? Smart move. Medical insurance is accurate answer. Below are the information included in job specification except. Correct response. Responsibilities is accurate. Who was the first Indian Governor General of independent India? Valid point. C. Rajagopalachari is true. A- map gives specific data or information on a single topic. Well reasoned. Thematic is correct. What reflects a person's knowledge, beliefs, customs, and values? Clear logic. Culture is sound. Which is the instrument used by RB under General Credit Control? Solid response. Bank rate is valid. When was the General Insurance Corporation of India incorporated? Who? Good thinking. 1972 is right. The famous book, General and Industrial Management, was written by... Right again. Henry Fayol is valid. The general way a manager treats and supervises employees is called... Good job. Leadership style works well.
The rules and regulations of a cooperative society is formed in its
Strong choice. Cooperative Act is right.
The number of demands in the general budget for civil expenditure is well reasoned. 103 is correct. The mood board of a tractor-drawn soil turning plow is the type of
Well done. High speed is right.
It is the expression of strong opinion without holding back any emotion. Bravo, flaming is the answer. What is the use of scientific knowledge or tools to make or do something? Great job. Technology is accurate. Interest rate of deposits of a cooperative credit societies are fixed by
Nice selection. Registrar is correct.
the type of power that results from the manager's knowledge and skills is correct response. Expert is accurate. The first Registrar General and Census Commissioner of Independent India was correct. MWM. Yates is spot on. When did UN General Assembly establish an Industrial Development Organization? 1966 fits. What type of instructions does a computer need in order to complete an action? Excellent choice. Specific is right. The separate presentation of railway budget and the general budget began since. You chose 1923. Correct. The first general election under the Indian Constitution were held in India was well picked. 1948 is correct. In which year UN General Assembly terminated South Africa's mandate over Namibia? Sharp thinking. 1966 is right. Dash is a generic term for organized collections of computer data and instructions. Smart move. Software is accurate answer. General science multiple choice. Which of the following elements is not a noble gas? Exactly. Z-bromine makes sense. The famous book, The General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money, is written by solid response. J.M. Keynes is valid. What famous invention of the 15th century made reading possible for the general public? Nice work. Printing press fits perfectly. Functional specialists, data scientists, and business process manager are dash positions. Clear logic. Business analytics is sound. Ancient Monuments Preservation Act, 1904, was passed during the time of which Governor General? On track. Lord Curzon is correct. Which of the following state government launched Jawahar Knowledge Center to train rural youth? When? Valid point. Andhra Pradesh is true. Managers dash within their information-related roles to provide knowledge, news, or advice to employees. Excellent. Communicate is well-reasoned. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
You're right. Contact Narayan Changder is correct.